I doubt y'all can tell, but there's some snow flurries or whatnot, and I'm the only car here. This is going to be the coldest trip that I ever going to be on and all that stuff, everything. I even got boots on and winter socks on and multiple layers and everything, so it's going to get really cold. But I am going to visit Standing Indian Mountain. First, I'm going to go on Long Branch Trail heading to the AT to go up Albert Mountain or Mount Albert. And then I'll continue on the AT and eventually make it to Standing Indian Mountain and then make my way back. It would be a one-nighter or a two-nighter, not really sure. But yeah, I gotta get some gloves on. It is super cold. The low tonight is, I think it's going to be in the teens or whatnot. I'm hoping to make it to a shelter. I forgot to name the shelter on the AT, but I'm hoping to make it there before the sun goes down. Never camp in the shelter. I bet it would be empty. I think I'm the only fool to do this. So let me put on my gloves and my pack, get started on this beast. See y'all up the trail. So almost a mile and a half in. There's a teeny weensy creek, but I don't need any water. Here's where I came from. I decided to take a little break, only to take some layers off because, as y'all know, y'all be marching on, y'all start heating up and stuff. I'm trying not to sweat because it's going to be really cold tonight. Little flurries here and there, but we're not going to have any standing stone. All right, throw on this pack. I'm all took off my jacket and stuff, and see you up the trail. Well, I made it. This is the fourth time I've been on the Appalachia Trail. You can see that white marker over there. 2 miles in on my trip, feeling good. It's chilly, but I'm feeling pretty good. I finally made it. So now it's time to head behind me to Mount Albert. And I think there's a big tower on top of there I can climb. Anyways, I'm really gonna check it out. So I'll see you up the trail. This is how cold it is. There's icicles. Yeah, I have to say, I'm making it across this creek and being very, very careful to not get my water in it. Anyways, still on my way towards Georgia. I'm sure you can see it's starting to snow a little bit, but we're only 0.5 miles away from Albert Mountain. Not Mount Albert, my bad. Albert Mountain. So this is pretty much where I'm at. Gotta go heading that way. Came from over there. So I'll see you up the trail at Albert Mountain. Well, it's time for me to layer back out. It's starting to snow pretty good. It's starting to accumulate a little bit or whatnot. I am on top of Albert Mountain, and I'll show you the view. Not really much. I'm not going to go up the tower or whatnot because it's cold. I want to keep moving. I want to make sure I get to the shelter before the sun starts really dropping. All right, let me show you the view real quick. If this was a clear day, I'm sure this would be magnificent. And then you can take the steps up to the tower. I want to keep moving. Get someplace warm. Bye. It's a Christmas wonderland. Gotta continue up the trail that way. I've been over 20, or not 20 miles, I wish. I've been over 10 miles. The shelter should be starting to get kind of close. I hope so. so that I can start getting set up and everything. But yeah, it's beautiful up here. But I don't know if I'll do a snow backpacking trip ever again. But I'll see you at the shelter. Hopefully I'll be there soon. Bye. Alright, I made it to a shelter. I went 11.6 miles, so I'm halfway done. A little less than halfway done, so it's open, all that stuff, everything. But this ground's so hard, I don't think I can set up my tent. So I gotta try to make this stew. So I'm going to get out my sleeping gear, get out some food. I haven't eaten all day because I was trying to make it here before the sun went down and everything, and I did. So I'm going to heat up some good food and everything like that. It looks like the wind's coming this way, so I'm going to sleep against that wall right there. Block the wind a little bit. Alright, cool beans. It's finally sunrise. I gotta pack up real quick. They say it got to like 1 degrees. I don't know if I believe it, but it sure does fucking feel like it. So I'm definitely going to pack up. And but it snowed more last night. I want to say on the ground we probably got 2-3 inches. Anyways, I'll show you real quick. It looks beautiful, but it's fucking cold as shit. All right. So honestly, I made it on the trail, and I've been going for about a mile. And I have to say, it's very weird because this is a trail. It's very weird following the trail in snow. I've never been on a trail like this in snow before. Very weird. But on my way to Sandy Indian Mountain. Well, I made it to Coleman Gap, which is basically the last stop till I start going up Standing Indian Mountain or whatnot. So all it is nice and snowy weather or whatnot. Very interesting. I'm glad I took my boots and my super duper Arctic socks because my feet are nice and warm on the snow, which is fantastic. Alright, I'll see you up the trail. If I see something cool, I'll take another video. If not, I see you up Standing Mountain. Alright, I'm at Breach Gap. I believe that what the sign is pretty worn. But I just want to show you real quick. I'm getting close to the mountain, but I decided to take a water break or whatnot. This was completely defrosted because it was in my sleeping bag or whatnot. And look at this. Just to let you know how cold it is. That's so stupid. This whole trip I've been having a little bit of a water issue. I'm trying my best, whether I put that in my pack or whatnot, of just trying to keep my water from freezing. So I just want to show you all that real quick. I'm going to get a sippity sip, put on my pack, and be on my way. I made it to Standing Indian Mountain, and check out this view. Beautiful. So just taking a little sit right now. My vehicle is literally just like, I don't know, 10 minutes away, maybe 5. So that was my trip up to Albert Mountain and loop around, get Sandy Indian Mountain. The trails itself, going the way that I went, was actually relatively easy. if it didn't have snow. That's the only thing that made it difficult. So it's definitely worth something. Y'all want to give it a shot. And yeah, gonna make this final push to my car, make my way on home. Y'all have a good one.